morning. I got a little surprise for you. So, in hopes that our leadership team meeting won't be quite as long as it normally is, I'm going to try and flip part of that meeting. So, I'm going to attach the agenda I'm reading from today so you can see the part that's flipped. And the part that I really don't feel like I can flip requires more of discussion rather than just information from me, you'll see is at the bottom part of the agenda. So here's the part that I feel like I can flip. Information that you can get before Tuesday when we meet following faculty meeting. Book study. Please remember and please remind your department members that they have a book they should be reading. If they haven't checked one out from the Media Center, they need to do that. That will be part of our professional learning toward the end of the school year. So they should be reading their book. We've got 2 requests to add student clubs, one from Annie Keene and one from Tina Stubblefield. Annie wants to start a book club for students. Any teacher certainly would be willing that wants to participate can. Tina Stubblefield has asked permission to sponsor the Ultimate Frisbee Club. So if you'll take both of those into consideration and be ready to give me a yay or a nay on Tuesday. Thank you, Erin Turner, for reminding me that course video lists for leadership team approval are due at the end of this school year. Departments, please be working on these with your departments, with their PLCs. Want to make sure we have a comprehensive list of videos that we use for each course that the leadership team can approve. Student achievement data. There is lots of student achievement data at the high school, and attached to this email with the video, I hope that I include a CCRPI update. I know I will. Once you look at 2012 and 2013, the 2013 data we just got. It's a comparison, and actually the percentages for CCRPI have changed a little bit, and I'll talk to you about that on Tuesday.
Attention students with Duncan Hill, please come to the East Campus office. Duncan Hill, please come to the East Campus office.
There's a lot of data that at this school that we're looking at and that we are compiling, and I'm really proud of that, and I don't want us to lose that focus. So, to that end, don't forget about your departmental improvement plans. Pull those out at least once a month to look at with your department. Look at where you are, look at the strategies you're using. Are they working? How do you know if they're working? Well, you did your student achievement reports at the end of first semester. Teachers are going to be asked to do those again this time at the end of quarter 3. There was a teacher who made that recommendation to me. Fabulous recommendation, because this will be more formative data than summative, and the instructional strategies that teachers look at and decide that they can change will actually impact the students that they currently have. So let your teachers know, long about mid-March, they're going to be asked to do a student achievement report for their current classes. Okay? Those student achievement reports and the assessment plans from semester 1, I've got them compiled. They're going to be in a notebook so that we can review them at the end of the school year with semester 2, with the quarter 3 student achievement report. It's going to be a lot of information that we're going to be able to have to use to make plans for the following school year. The instructional supervision plan that we have in place: classroom observations, departmental PLC visits from administration, assessment plans, student achievement reports, classroom goals, lesson plan reviews, gradebook audits. All of that I feel like is going very well indeed. A couple things about gradebook audits. Please remind your teachers that blanks in the gradebook are not a best practice. Coming up on the end of the 3rd quarter, if there has been a perpetual blank for a major grade and it turns into a 0, that grade is going to look very different. Remember that grades first and foremost are feedback, and if the feedback isn't accurate, it's really not helping anybody. Classroom goals. When we studied TEAC Standards 1 and 2, part of that was writing a classroom goal and submitting that to a Google Doc. That Google Doc has been compiled. Almost all teachers have done that now. Some of the classroom goals, though, aren't as good as they could be. So I've gone through that document. It's attached to this email. If it has an X by it, I can't accept that classroom goal. If there's an arrow by the classroom goal, that's been identified as one that is an exemplar. So you can look at those as possible models. And I tried to identify one with an arrow for every content area. Here's how this impacts you. I need for you to get with the teachers in your department who haven't been able to write a goal that I can accept yet. And some of them don't know they don't have a goal that I can accept yet. So wear your kid gloves with them. But use the model goals to help them write a new goal. And I'm going to need those no later than March 13th. And I'm going to ask you, we're going to old school this. I'm going to ask you to either email me their goals or to write it on a piece of paper, because at this point I've moved the Google Doc into an Excel spreadsheet and it's a more formalized document that I'm working from. I'm going to need those again no later than March 13th. Our classroom goals, remember we talked about these first semester. We developed them second semester. We're actually looking at student growth second semester. The understanding of classroom goals as a part of the school improvement plan, and the school improvement plan as part of the district improvement plan, is part of it. The implementing the goal and then actually measuring student progress completes the circle. So Raymond Morgan sent out a link to another Google Doc that allows you to copy and paste student names, their pre-test score, and their post-test score right into a document, and it calculates the growth. All teachers are going to be expected to complete that form. They're going to be expected to print out that form, to give you that form, and then as departments, you're going to look at student growth. As a leadership team, we'll look at student growth for each department and for the entire school. So that's on the horizon. Go ahead and share that with your teachers. Some of them, if you look at the goals that I've attached, some of those goals, the time period has started and ended, and the teachers can go ahead and do this. They can go ahead and compile their data. On Tuesday, I've asked a teacher to let me look at their data, someone whose classroom goal has started and finished, so I can actually show you what it will look like. So you'll have an example on Tuesday. All right, I think that's all I've got that I can do flipped version. The rest of it has to be face-to-face. So I hope this helps. Have a great day.